Hello and welcome. I am Raghav, and today I am going to show you a very useful, very productive and a very interesting tool. Now we as QA engineers in automation or manual or even the freshers and people in BA team, we have a common pain point that we may test a scenario or a use case and we may take 20 minutes, but then writing or documenting our steps can take another 30 minutes. So we may want to document our steps and write our steps and we have to do it manually. Now if we get a tool which can document all these steps as we are testing our use case and give us a complete report and a document in human readable steps along with screenshots and all the details, it can be very useful. And there are several areas where we can use it. We can keep it for our own documentation or our own references. We can share it with the developers or other teams whenever required. We can use it in test management tools. We don't have to write the steps manually. We will have all steps generated and we can add it to our test management tools. Or whenever we are raising a issue and we want to share the steps as well along with the issue, that what we did, how exactly we did it, we can use this tool and get all the steps ready in human readable format and can share it in our bug trackers. So let us see this tool. So here I'll go to SelectorsHub, and here I will go to products and you will find test case studio here, which is a browser plugin. You just have to add it to your browser and then you can use it. So you can see you can generate your test cases automatically in human readable format, and you can also generate it in BDD Gherkin syntax as well. In a moment I will show you that, and you can use it in all these browsers and it can be really useful. So let me just add it to my browser and I will show you how to use it and what all you can do with it. So this is added, and if you see, it is here. This is test case studio. This is from SelectorsHub test case studio, and I will pin it so that it comes in on the toolbar here. And now I'll just click on this test case studio. So this is the UI, and here you can see we have lot of options and these columns. So as of now this table is empty, and you will see there is a button to record, and it is, as of now, it has already started recording. So let us record some steps. I will just go to, let me just go to this practice page of SelectorsHub, and you will see as I have done this, it is recording these actions. I will very quickly add something here, and let us just see what does it do. Okay, as of now I'll just use these steps. So these are some steps, and I will go here and stop recording. So the recording is stopped and we have got our steps here, and you can see very quickly it has recorded and given us all the steps and documented everything for us, and these are very simple human readable steps. So this is the main thing, that you get a human readable format. You don't have to make any changes. Open website, click on practice page, scroll down, enter this in the email box, enter this in the password box, and so on. And we also have the data column where you will get exact data that you have entered, and then here is the expected result. Now this is empty, but this is editable, just in case before sharing your report you want to add something here, you can add it here. User is on web page, home page, whatever it is, you can add it here. Practice page opens, and then you will see we also have these options. XPath, that is the ID, or that is the locator used for that particular element, whatever element you are doing action on, the XPath of that element, and the CSS selector as well. So this is what is used, and if you want you can keep it in your document. And then we have this option for playwright steps. So this is the playwright script, and we also have option to download it. I will show you this in a moment. So in case you are using playwright and you want to directly use it, you can use it from here, and then you can see screenshots with every step. So you can see these screenshots are here, and you will see these screenshots with every step, and then here you will also see the action that we have done on that step is highlighted. So for example, here we clicked on practice page, it is highlighted here. Then here we added this on user email box, it is highlighted. Similarly, this is highlighting the password. So this can be super useful for your documentation. And then here you can see we also have option to add steps. So sometimes, let's say before sharing your document, you want to add something manually, you can click on this and the step will be added here. And then if you want to write anything, you can do it, or you can delete the step from here. Okay, now let us go to the top and see what all we have. So here we have option to set attribute for XPath and CSS selector. So this is for automation and people who want to use the scripts in their automation tools or automated scripts, that for XPath and CSS, what attributes do you want to use? Text, ID, class, name, placeholder, etc. In case you want to uncheck any of these, you can do that from here. Otherwise all this will be used, and this will create very powerful locators which will not be breaking whenever there will be any changes in some of the locators. So here I will just go back, and then in case you want to delete all these steps, you can do that. Then here we have option to add remove columns. So if you click here, you can see these are the columns. In case you want to remove anything, you can uncheck from here. And then you can also see we have option for changing to BDD format. Okay, so in case you want to generate your steps in BDD Gherkin language, you can do that. So you can see if I do this, it will change to when user opens website, then user clicks on name, and so on. So when then all this will be added as we do in BDD Gherkin syntax. Okay, then after this you can see we have a run button. So let's run and see the playback. So I clicked on run, and let's see, it goes here, goes to practice page, and it is doing all the steps we did while recording. And you will also see these actions will be highlighted here. So whatever is in progress will be highlighted in a yellow background, what is passed will be highlighted with a green background, and whatever is failed will be highlighted with this red background. Okay, so it is showing us 8 of 9 steps passed, and we anyways don't need this, so I can delete this step, and this is done. Okay, so while you are running, you will see that these buttons pause and stop will be highlighted. In case you want to pause or stop, you can do it from here. Okay, then here you can make the playback slow or fast or normal. And then we have after running, do you want to close the window or keep window open? Then you will see here we have button to export and import. So if you export this, it will export this in spec.js for Playwright or wherever you want to use that script, you can do that. So let me just very quickly show you. Okay, so I think it will be there in downloads. Let me just check it very quickly. Yes, so it is here, and you can open it with any of your editors or maybe your IDEs if you want to. So let me show you this. Yeah, this is the one. So you can see you can get these script as well from here if you want to, and even you can import it from here. And then you can see here you also get details about the environment. So what operating system was used, the browser, resolution, and timestamp as well, you can see from here. Okay, now if you come to the bottom, you will see this button here for downloading this test case. So if you want, you can click this, and this will download all these steps in CSV format, and that you can use and you can share with anywhere you want to. So you can see it here, it will come here. Okay, so it will be downloaded as CSV, and yeah, this is the one, and you can open it with your maybe your Excel or any office document, you can open it. Okay, so this will give you all the steps here. So you can see the same thing, environment information, then the steps that we did along with all the details here. You can get all these here. So we have step expected results, XPath, CSS selector, and you can then share it. Okay. Now you will see here we have an option to record screen. Now what is this? When you click it, you can select whatever screen or tab or window you want to record. So let's say entire screen, and you can click on share, so it will start recording this entire screen, and when you are done you can stop sharing. And then we have this option to view and download, so you can either download it and then you can also view this recording. Now how this can be helpful, so whenever you want to share something along with all these steps, maybe to your dev team or to the any teams, or if you want to keep it for your documentation or reference, you can use this recording option. Or let's say along with the web app you also have some desktop app, or you also want to show something else on your desktop, this can be a great option. So these steps are recorded for the web applications, but then if you are also dealing with any other web applications and you want to record that as well, you can use this feature and then you can then share this recording. So this will also you can download it, and it will get downloaded here. So you can see it will get downloaded here and like this, and then you can share it with anyone you want to. Alright, so what I liked about this tool is, number one, it's very simple. It's just a browser extension. It's a plugin. You just have to add it to your browser and you are good to go. You don't have to do any kind of huge setup for this. And then the main thing is it documents our steps in human readable format, and it makes it so easy and so simple and so fast, so you don't have to spend any time in recording or in generating and writing the steps or documenting your steps. You just do your test and everything will be documented and it's ready for you. You can share it with your teams, you can share it on the bug tracker, on test management tool. So please try this and let me know how you liked it and what all things you can do with it. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching and never stop learning.